Hey, welcome to this week's episode of Topical English Vocabulary with me, Teacher Tiffani. This week we're going to be diving into a very serious topic. The topic is mental health. This is something that affects the world, everyone around the world. So I want to make sure that you as an English learner have the tools you need to speak about it with confidence and fluently. So I'm going to give you 5 terms. Are you ready? Well then, let's jump right in. All right, so again, our topic is mental health. And the very first term I'm going to teach you is anxiety. Good. Repeat after me. Anxiety. Excellent. Last time after me. Anxiety. Very good. Again, this topic of mental health is not a new one. It's a very commonly discussed topic, so I want to make sure you're able to speak English confidently about this topic. Now, this term anxiety, again, a very commonly used term when this topic comes up. What is anxiety? So anxiety refers to a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pay my bills this month. I don't know if I made enough. My kids need to eat. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm feeling this overwhelming anxiety because I'm not sure about the future. Again, I'm feeling worry. I'm feeling nervous. I'm uneasy. Again, these terms all refer back to anxiety. You got it? Excellent. All right. So how can we use this term anxiety in a sentence? Here's the first sentence. She experienced intense anxiety before her job interview. She was worried, she was nervous, she was concerned. Sentence number 2. Many people deal with anxiety when faced with stressful situations, like the one I mentioned where the woman was nervous because she didn't know if she was going to be able to pay her bills and feed her children. Here's the third example sentence. Managing anxiety through meditation can be highly effective for some individuals. All right? So again, we're speaking about this term, once again after me, anxiety. Excellent. All right. Now I want us to move to the next term. Remember, we're speaking about this topic of mental health. The next term I want to make sure you understand so that you'll be able to use it in conversations is depression. Good. Repeat after me again. Depression. Excellent. Last time after me. Depression. Great job. Again, we're speaking about this topic of mental health. So what exactly does the word depression mean? I'm sure you've heard it used many times, but what does the term depression actually mean? So depression actually refers to a mental health condition characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of interest in activities. I don't want to do anything. I just want to stay home. I just want to stay home. 2 weeks later, I'm good. I don't want to do anything. I'm not really feeling up to it. 3 weeks later, the same thing. Feeling sad. Not wanting to spend time with family or friends, feeling down every single day. These are classic signs of depression. Again, this term depression, we're talking about the subject. Once again, our subject is our topic? Yes, mental health. So we understand now what the term depression actually means. How can you use this term in a sentence? Here we go. The first example sentence. Depression can affect anyone, regardless of age or background. Next, he sought professional help to manage his depression. And finally, symptoms of depression often include fatigue and difficulty concentrating. You got it? Yes. So once again, our second term related to our topic is depression. Great job. All right, now we have these two terms, so it's time for us to move to our third term. This is a good one. I want you to pay attention. It's probably a term you've never heard before. The third term we're going to be looking at is resilience. Good. Again after me. Resilience. Excellent. All right, last time after me. Resilience. Great job. All right, so again, speaking about mental health, our third term is resilience. What does this term actually mean? So, resilience, it literally just refers to the ability to recover from or adjust to adversity or bad situations or challenging situations. When someone is able to bounce back, to recover, to overcome a very challenging situation, a very difficult experience, this is an example of resilience. Hey, you just lost your mom. Hey, unfortunately, you just got a divorce. Your child just passed away. How are you still able to smile? How are you still able to encourage other people? This is an example of resilience. Once again, being able to recover from or adjust to adversity or challenging situations. Make sense? All right, good. Let's move on now to these example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. Building resilience is key to maintaining mental health during tough times. Next, her resilience allowed her to bounce back from the difficulties she faced. And finally, therapy can help strengthen emotional resilience. You got it? Yes. So once again, number 3, our third term is resilience. Excellent job. So this third term, resilience, I want you to also try to start using it very soon. This fourth term now that we have is stigma. Good. Again, stigma. Excellent. Last time after me. Stigma. Great job. Okay, we're talking about mental health, giving you 5 terms to help you speak English fluently and confidently about the topic, mental health. So what does stigma actually refer to? So this term stigma just refers to a mark of shame or discredit often associated with a particular condition or behavior, such as mental illness. For example, some people, when they hear that a person is struggling with a mental health illness, will look at them funny or will talk about them behind their back. You have a mental health issue? I don't know if we can, maybe I can't trust you with this information. Maybe I can't. There's a stigma attached to, for example, mental health. A stigma, once again, is simply a mark of shame or discredit associated with a particular condition or behavior. Notice it did not say that it is true. It's just a mark. People have this idea in their head related to something that's going on. Make sense? All right, the example sentences are going to break this down even more. Here's the first example sentence. There is still a stigma attached to seeking therapy for mental health illness. Man, this is a really good example because depending on where you live, depending on where you're from, depending on your cultural background, getting therapy may or may not be, I don't want to say approved, but seen as a good thing. In many cultures and many countries, seeking mental help, seeking help from a psychologist is actually frowned on. Like, no, you don't go to get help from a psychologist. So in that culture, there is a stigma related to what? Related to seeking therapy. Make sense? Yes, now you got it. All right. And maybe it's true for your culture or maybe it's not. But again, now you understand how to use this term stigma when you are speaking about mental health. Here's the second example sentence. Efforts are being made to reduce the stigma surrounding mental illness. Here's the third one. Educating people about mental health can help break down the stigma. You got it? Yes. So again, our fourth term, once again, stigma. Good job. All right, stigma. Now it's time for us to move to our fifth term. Our fifth term, again, helping you speak English fluently and confidently about the topic we have for today, mental health. Here's our fifth term. Our fifth term after me is coping. Good. Again, coping. Excellent. Last time after me. Coping. Great job. Now, I want to break down the definition of this term coping. Don't forget, everything that I'm teaching you right now actually is from my daily English vocabulary newsletter, a free email newsletter that goes out every day from Sunday to Friday, giving you 5 new terms every day about a new topic every day. So today's topic in the email that I send out to thousands of students around the world, today's topic happened to be mental health, and they all received it via email. So you can just sign up for free. Go to dailyenglishvocabulary.com. All right, so now let's jump into the actual meaning of this term coping. All right, the term again is coping. So coping refers to dealing effectively with something difficult or stressful. So let's say, for example, I lost a close friend and it was extremely hard for me. Hypothetical situation. And I was trying to figure out a way to cope with the loss of my friend. I was trying to figure out how to deal effectively with the loss of my friend. So I decided to either pick up a sport, or I decided to volunteer at a homeless shelter. I tried to do something to help me cope with the loss of my friend, to deal with those emotions effectively. Make sense? All right, great. So let's check out these example sentences. Here's the first one. She developed healthy coping mechanisms to manage her stress. Next, some people cope with anxiety through exercise or mindfulness. That was a tongue twister. I'm leaving this in there. Mindfulness practices. All right, one more time. Some people cope with anxiety through exercise and mindfulness practices. Got it. And here's the third one. Learning new ways of coping can help individuals overcome mental health challenges. So once again, our fifth term, coping. Excellent. All right. So these terms, again, will help you as you are speaking about the topic of mental health. Again, anxiety, depression, resilience, stigma, and coping. But what about using these terms in a paragraph? What would it sound like to use each of these terms to speak about this topic like a native English speaker? I want you to listen closely as I read a paragraph that includes each of the terms that you learned today. Here we go. Mental health is a crucial aspect of overall well-being. It encompasses our emotional, psychological, and social states. Many people experience mental health challenges such as anxiety and depression. Unfortunately, these conditions often carry a stigma, leading to feelings of shame or embarrassment. Developing coping strategies can help individuals manage mental health difficulties. Remember, resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and challenges, and it plays a vital role in maintaining mental health. By understanding and addressing mental health challenges, we can create a more compassionate and supportive society for everyone. In this paragraph, this one paragraph about mental health, you heard each of the terms that you learned today. Mental health, anxiety, depression, coping, resilience, and stigma. My friend, I want you to be able to speak about this topic with confidence. We've talked about mental health. Now go ahead and speak about it. I'll talk to you next time.